Is your original swing on the right. So we talked about a couple things here in your swing is how do you get power consistently into the club. So the first part of the swing is a force of energy. I mean, we're trying to create compression or solid contact. That's what we do to here. The second part is we're creating power. Eventually, we're trying to get the energy into that club for speed. So then eventually we want that club to go fast. So we're going to talk about what you're doing and how we adjust that. Now, the good news in your swing, we're not really changing any mechanics or you're learning new mechanics. It's kinetic energy. And that's just transfer of how we transfer energy in our swing. So let's take a look. Now the first part here is you swing back here in your backswing. This is a practice swing over here on the side. Backswings aren't really going to change for you. You're going to pretty much do the same thing. How we get power, we can get power from 6 things. Basically, we got shoulders and hips and wrists. I'll categorize those 3 because those are 3 that you like using to get power and not the way we want. The other 3 are how we push off the ground as a force, meaning pushing or same as walking or pushing pressure off the ground to move our body. And then our core muscles. So pushing is coming from the legs. That'll move your core muscles inside here. And the last is your arms are swinging. Those things are what we're trying to create energy towards here. So your natural motion, though, is you'll watch this front shoulder. It's going to twist away from the ball. See, the energy is up top. So this is what I call, you're up here trying to get some power from your shoulders twisting. Now, what happens when we twist like that, we're going to pull our body up too soon. And the head gets blamed for this, like I didn't keep my head down. But it's really not your head, it's your shoulders twisting. And you're dragging the club behind you at this point. It gets released early, and then you're dragging it. So now it doesn't have any speed or power. The instinct is to twist faster, but that makes it worse. So we have to just kind of slow down. So how do we change that? Well, we don't do negative energy, meaning we don't restrict something. We move something else as a replacement. So the placement is, when we saw the bag down here, I told you to feel like I want you to swing to the bag using your feet, your core muscles, and your arms in a downward feeling. Remember, this is a upward away feeling. This is in and down. Now your energy is heading this way. And that energy is creating a force of energy which is going to create this solid contact. Over like this one, you're pulling away from the contact. This is driving towards it. That's your contact. Also, this club stays in this hinge position longer. This one's being released out. Now, this force is going to transfer energy into that golf club, or what I call the slingshot. So there's the hit, and there's a letting go of that energy. Now, this is what was hard for you to figure out. When do I turn the hit to the speed? Because naturally, most golfers see your swings as a constant energy all the way to the finish, meaning they think the energy of them is a constant all the way to the finish. And it really is only that energy only to about here, and then we stop to move the club through on the other side. That is when we transfer the force to the speed of that golf club, and this is what you're doing here. When you see someone do it, their arms will naturally extend out, and your club is now speeding up, and you're staying down at the same time. Here, you watch your shoulders, you're dragging and pulling. These arms pulling in like this is a symptom of you turning and pulling, which is slowing the club down, also pulling it towards you. And it's hard for you to get good contact because of that. So the key is, as you practice, you just want to grab, feel like you're swinging a force of energy like to the bag. And right here, we're going to just release it and let it go. Like throwing a ball is another way to kind of feel this feeling. I just go hit and let the energy go by you. So that part of it is you're doing this part here, and this part here is a natural just release through. And when you hit some good ones, but you just have to go and hit balls to get that feeling of creating the force to let it fly as a slingshot. This is just another one where you're swinging through. You're much better with a hybrid. I do a lot of hybrid feelings. Just hit and release it. Let the momentum bring you up.